What's up everybody? Today we're going to be talking about risks and action. I've probably talked about this, but anyway. The important thing is in life to take pretty much as many risks as you to an extent can that are calculated well when you're in your 20s. Because if you don't take a lot of risks, what happens is you never get anywhere. If you dream about something, you have to take a risk. You don't know if every risk is gonna pay off, but that's how it is, you know. You can't expect to get money and whatever you want that's like a large sum of something valuable without risk, because everything is inherently a risk to an extent. There are less risky things, like investing in yourself. I don't think ever is really a risk, because you're just pouring into yourself and improving over time. Even if you make mistakes, you improve. So there are like risks that are higher with less reward, or the reward is kind of like not consistent. So you have to take that into account. But I think the most important thing is to take risks, especially in your 20s. If you are in your 20s, when it comes to like investments, business, even work. If you want to achieve something, you just have to go for it, pretty much. Take risks. That's what I've been doing myself. And you have to really pour more into yourself if you want to be able to take risks. Because if you're pouring into other people, you can't take risks, because you don't have the assets to do it. So I feel like a lot of times people either pour too much into others, or they just don't want to take a risk. But the thing is, how can you ever expect to be like super well off and free if you don't take a risk? Like, life is risky and you may not always win. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. Sometimes you have to be calculated about it and you still win, even if it's a high risk. And I think the most important thing is to just forget about so much doubt and all these things, because they don't really get you anywhere, and just go for it, man. If it's like, if you're a guy, if you want your, I don't know, dream girl, your this amount of money, that achievement, just go for it, you know. Don't bother so much about the risks always. Calculate things, of course, make wise decisions, but don't be afraid to do it. Like, even if you fail multiple times, you have to just go for it. And that's part of self-development. Taking risks, maybe failing, trying again. And that's kind of the whole point. And eventually, if you take enough risks, a lot of times, in a calculated way, you'll end up achieving what you want. And that's really the goal. It's just to take enough risks to achieve what you want, but do it in a calculated manner and have a plan. Don't just take risks. Like, it's kind of like taking a risk without calculation is kind of like jumping off a cliff and just like ending up at the bottom dead, because you didn't calculate what you were doing. You just kind of took the risk for no reason. So it's like, don't take a risk that has no reward or point. You just apply calculation, take risks, take action. That's kind of what I wanted to say. Kind of a simple video, to be honest, but I feel like a lot of times people don't take risks. That's a lot of the times you don't achieve anything is because you aren't willing to do something that somebody else is willing to do. Risks are very important to take when you're young, because you have less to lose. So that would be my advice for the day. Just take risks and go for it, dude. There's a will, there's a way. Thank you for watching.